What's up guys, my name is Ilyas and welcome to your 40th tutorial. And we have only 11 tutorials left, and you guys, well, including this one of course, you guys did an awesome job following along, and already through with almost 40 tutorials. This is a lot. Well, if you finish this course, you'll be a jQuery expert. Of course, you don't know all the function and all the things you can do with jQuery, but if you already learn that much, which we learned in the previous tutorials, you'll be able to learn the other stuff easily, because jQuery is a very simple thing, and that's why it's got very popular. Alright, so in the last tutorial we left some space right here for our AJAX requests. So now our purpose of this tutorial is to write the code which will send the contents of this UL element called portfolio to the server. So to the server script which I wrote called change.php, and what this change.php does, it just takes this post request and looks for a variable called list in this post request, and then it just basically writes or rewrites this data to the file called list.html, and our list.html is just basically the list of our images right here. So, well, the thing is pretty simple, and you don't have to understand this PHP code. Well, but anyway, it's very simple. If you're interested in, this is how I work with the requests. So you just use this post array, and then you look for a variable called list and stuff. So this is not so important. Well, the most important thing is going to happen right here. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get the contents of this list. And if you look at the structure of our HTML document, you'll see that this UL ID portfolio includes or contains these li elements. So let's just go ahead and create a new variable and store the portfolio's contents in it. And I'll just call it portfolio, or no, I don't think portfolio is a good name for it. I'll just say list contents. Alright, and set it equal to, so I use this jQuery selector for portfolio. So now I grabbed the portfolio itself, but I need the contents of it, so I can use this HTML function which returns the contents of this portfolio. So now we have it, and now we can perform a simple, or not that simple, AJAX request done in jQuery. And there are lots of options we have. We can use a standard function called AJAX, but then we have to fill out all the parameters. And well, to my mind, the best way to do that, to perform a post request, is to use the simple and built-in function in jQuery called post, and make sure you place a dot before the word post and after the dollar sign. And this function post takes two parameters. Well, in our case, it will take only two parameters. The first parameter is a path to the script which takes this data. So I call the script change.php, so you can just go ahead and say change.php, and then you just put a comma to split the parameter, and in the curly brackets we just have to define the variable which will be sent. But I call this variable list right here, so I'm expecting for a variable called list to come with this post request. So we just say list and set it equal to the contents of this portfolio, which we called list contents. So just go ahead and set it to equal to list contents. And well, that's actually it. Then you just put your semicolon, and now what's gonna happen, every time when you release the element after dragging it, when you just drop it, this code runs. And what this code does, it just grabs the entire contents of the portfolio and sends it to a server using this data variable, and the server just stores it, and that's it. Well, it's just very, very simple, but it works. So I'm gonna show it to you that it works. So let's just go ahead and test it. And guys, please make sure every time before you test, you reload the page. Otherwise, it won't take any effect. So now I'm just going to grab the first image with this beach on it, and I'll just grab it somewhere right here. So now I'm dropping it, and now something should happen because, well, we don't see that, but in the background there's a asynchronic request which runs. So now when I reload the page, I see that the beach, the picture with the beach is still on the right side. So that means if we go to our list.html, we see that something has changed here. Well, the server script isn't that accurate by writing, but it just keeps the structure, and we see that the picture with the beach is the picture number 4 right here, and it was physically moved to this position. So this is how AJAX works. So you just do something pretty much in the background and you don't see that. Alright guys, I hope you had fun watching this tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one where we are going to do some more cool stuff. So thanks for watching guys, and see you in the 41st tutorial.